Hey YouTube, this is Kay, KWMS, coming back to you guys. It's been a little while, it's been about a month, or maybe a little bit more. Kind of fell off the face of the earth there for a minute. Been going through a lot of stuff. As we all say, every time we disappear, oh, life's been so crazy. But anyway, I'm really sorry for disappearing like I did. I'll get into the reasons why, but nonetheless, I'm back. I have some really great people support me and encourage me to come back to make videos, so that's what I'm doing. And the whole point of me starting this vlog was to help someone else and to continue to pass on information. So hopefully by me doing this vlog, I can help you out there and hopefully help myself too. And on top of it all, just remain accountable to the community, because the community is wonderful. So just real quick, the right brother, Miss Sasha LaRue, Northern Southerner, Sleep for Life, it's a couple other people, Free Cat. Thank you guys for checking on me, seeing how I was doing, whether it's Facebook or through YouTube. I really appreciate it. So anyway, if I have any new subbies, thank you for subscribing. Even though I've been away for a little while, I'm back. My goal is to be consistent from here forth. So without any further ado, let's get into the numbers, which I know is what you came here for, right? I started my journey on last November researching the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. My highest weight recorded was last year, 2012 in December. That weight in my doctor's office was 322. My scale was 316, but I decided just to go from what the doctor's scale says because I don't know if mine is that accurate. I had my surgery on October 29th, 2013. My weight, and actually on my first video was incorrect. I said my weight was 299.2. It was actually 300.2. Just staying consistent with the doctor's office. And yeah, and that was what my pre-op weight was. So I'll just say that. And as of today, I'm actually 6 weeks and 3 days post-op. My 6th week was on Tuesday, and I will try to get back in the habit of making videos on Tuesday, or get in the habit of making videos on Tuesday. Today is actually Friday the 13th. Some crazy time in the morning. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, so as of today, I'm 277.2. 277.2. So I think that is a total of 23 pounds in surgery. And if we go by, clear this here, 322 minus 277.2. So that's 44.8 pounds since last December when I first started my journey, and 23 pounds from surgery. So 23 pounds in 6 weeks and 3 days, so almost 6.5 weeks. So I'll take it. I wasn't very excited about my numbers. I consider myself a slow loser. Many people, as heavy as I was, when I went into surgery, I just knew that my first week I was going to lose some astronomical, weight. 10, pounds. And even though my first video, you see me and I'm just like, my week 1, my 8 pounds, it was 8 or 9 pounds, however much I lost that first week. I was excited about it, but I just wasn't as excited. Maybe I was just kind of like, I wanted to be more excited about my weight loss than I really was, if I can be totally honest. And I didn't want to be, upset about it. I didn't want to feel bad. I wanted to be excited because it's still, 8 or 9 pounds less than what I was. But I was just frustrated because I wasn't understanding what was going on with my body, that I wasn't losing weight like people who were the same weight as me or heavier or smaller. I mean, there's people that were smaller that was losing more weight. And throughout my journey on these 6 weeks, my weight has been, it steadily comes off, but I have stalls. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'll have a week where I'll lose point something, and then the next week I'll lose 4, pounds, and the next week I'll lose 1 pound, and the next week I'll lose. And I'm just like, what is going on? Why is my body so inconsistent? And I do the same thing every day. I actually drink one of these 32 ounces of water. I drink 3 of these a day. I get my protein in, averaging around between 50 and 70 grams, which is what you should, get in. I really haven't introduced carbs like that. They're good carbs, the ones that I have, like some fruit and stuff like that. Still have not had any bread at all. I have ate a couple crackers, wheat crackers and stuff like that. But I'm pretty much eating everything. I'm still learning my body, still, adjusting to the sleep. And I think it was very difficult for me mentally to adjust to eating differently, even though I knew, it's one thing to know what you're, going to have to do, and it's another thing to actually experience it. I didn't have a lot of gas pain, but, and I never had a big issue with drinking with my meals either, but I had the issue of eating too fast, and then everything would get stuck, and then I've been kind of sick too, so it's like the mucus and then the food, and it was like mucus, food, mucus, it was just horrible. And, when I don't chew my food up well, it is the worst. That is some horrible pain trying to get that food. And I just, every time that I do that, or, I don't chew my food fast enough, I have to remember to walk. So then I'm getting up and I'm walking around my house, walking around, trying to get the food to move. So that's my thing. But, with working out, I do work out. I enjoy water aerobics. The moment that they cleared me and all my incisions were healed, which they healed pretty fast. By 3 weeks out, I was pretty much healed. All scabs had fell off by the end. Everything was good to go. So I've been doing a lot of aqua aerobics. I love the water. I'm like a fish. So I stay in the deep end and I do a full-on workout, full-hour workout. I do crunches. I do, jumping jacks. I do laps. I do it all. I love the water. So it gives you a full body workout in the water. And it's good on your joints. It's good on your body, because that's one thing that I noticed when I first started out, like a week or so out with just walking. But I was so heavy. At like 300 to 290, it was just so much weight that my joints and my body was just hurting, and it just was horrible. I was discouraged even to kind of work out. Like, I didn't want to walk, I didn't want to do anything because everything was so painful. And then when I got cleared to go in a pool, it was like, okay, what's up, But I think my biggest issue I want to spend a little time talking about is comparing your journey to other people's journeys. And I have strayed away from YouTube and even Facebook because of that more than anything else. I wasn't allowing myself, and as much as I said it and I made posts about it, and I was trying to make myself believe it, but at the end of the day, I really didn't believe it. I believed that I wasn't successful, because I wasn't doing as well as some other people. And I know that's my own insecurity. That's my own, mind game that I'm playing with myself, and it's just toxic. It is so toxic to compare your journey to anyone else's, because your body is not like anybody else, and you have no idea when you start on this journey, and before you have the surgery, you don't know what your body gonna do. You don't know how you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? You don't know where you're gonna lose. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my face is smaller. I see the weight loss in my face. I'm just like 23 pounds, and my face just looks smaller, but I don't see it anywhere else. Which sucks. But I mean, 23 pounds for somebody that was 300 pounds when they started off, it's like 5 pounds to somebody that's smaller. You know, it's really not that big of a difference, but it's still my 23 pounds. You know what I mean? And I mean, I had to step back from YouTube, step back from watching everybody else's journey. And another thing too is I'm only 6 weeks out. I'm watching people who are a year out and a year and a half and 2 years and, you know, 6 months and 10 months and, you know, 10 months, 6 months, that's a long time. You know what I mean? That's a lot of weeks. That's a lot of days. And of course, when I look at myself and I see where I am, I'm not going to see my weight loss like I see it on them. You know, first of all, it's hard a lot of times to see your weight loss. I think that's why people do track their numbers and their measurements. That's why they do before and after pictures, you know, so that they can see it. And that's why they vlog, so that they can look back at themselves and see it and see their weight loss. You know, I just was putting, you know, far too many expectations on myself when nobody but God knows what my body is going to do. I can eat the right things, I can drink the right things, you know what I mean? I can exercise and, you know, adapt this lifestyle, but at the end of the day, my body is going to do what my body is going to do, as long as I'm consistent. Now, if I'm just sabotaging myself, that's something else, you know, but I just got to stick with the program. And my issue has always been consistency. Just putting it out there. If it ain't working as fast as I want it to work, you know what I mean, then I'm discouraged and I'm upset and I'm frustrated. You know what I mean? And I think that's just, it shows my lack of maturity in that area. And I'm grateful for this experience because it just showed me something that I need to take to God, that I need to pray about, helping me with patience, helping me to not want to, you know, give up or not get frustrated and want to quit because things aren't moving in my time. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that. This journey already in this 6 weeks is showing me things about myself that I don't like. And a lot of times we don't want to see ourselves. We only want to see the good. We only want to see the wonderful and the lovely, but we don't want to see the ugly. And the opportunity to see the ugly gives you an opportunity to change, to pray about those things so that you can genuinely and sincerely become a better version of yourself. And that's what I wanted this journey to be, is a change and a move towards a better me, not just in my health, but as a person. So even though it didn't start off on the brightest of notes, but I believe it's going to work out for my good, you know, in the end, because I'm seeing things about me that I definitely, you know, want to change and want to grow. So I'm grateful for that. My relationship with God has grown because of it, because I'm a super control freak. I want, like I said, everything to happen in my time. And this journey, just like many other things in my life, I have no control over. You know, I only have a certain amount of things that I can do, and other than that, it's, you know, your body's going to do what it's going to do. So I feel like, you know, I just have to trust God with the process. Trust Him that my surgeon did his part. You know, God is doing His part. I'm doing my part. And that I'm going to reap the reward at the end. You know what I mean? I will see 100 pounds, 120 pounds one day. But as of right now, I got to count that 0.2 and that 0.5 and that pound as a blessing, because it's getting me to where I want to be. You know, so this process has brought about just kind of a change of attitude. I believe that our attitude definitely affects our mood. It affects our emotions. The way that we see things, you know, will determine if we're going to have peace about a situation or if we're going to be fretting and complaining. You know, so I'm really looking to just become more peaceful, more at peace, more content, you know, with the now as it happens. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what's been going on with me. I decided, I guess, to put my big girl panties on and come on here and allow you guys to do what I needed you to do in the first place, which is hold me accountable to my journey. So I just want to say, you know, thank you to anyone and everyone who's commented. You know, thank you for anyone and everyone that's subscribed to my channel, who's thumbs up my videos, you know, who supported me, you know, those who may not have videos yourself, you know, but you are looking because you're interested in the journey, or you're on your own journey, but you just don't want to, make videos. I thank you. I thank everyone who took the chance on, something that's a little bit radical, to save their life. This VSG. I thank you to everyone who came before me, for everyone who's, supporting me. And I just want to continue on. I want to inspire and motivate somebody out there, and I can't do that by only painting a pretty picture about what this journey is. This journey, I really believe, is only 15% physical, you know what I mean? And 85% mental. It's a mental game more than a physical game, because you can only do but so much physically. The rest of it is, your body is going to do what it's going to do. And accepting that is probably the hardest part. But when I can accept that, then I can see the benefits. And I have now, today, talking to my husband, I kind of went through some clothes and whatnot. And I didn't even want to accept that when I had the surgery, I'm 5'4", by the way. I've said that in other videos. I'm a shorty. But I really was wearing probably like a 28-30, but I wouldn't buy a 30. So I was like in a tight 28, you know what I mean? I'm wearing 24s. I'm down 2 pant sizes. Now, some may say 24, people started out at 24, but I can fit clothes that I haven't been able to fit. Right now, I am smaller than I've been in the last 2 years since I had my daughter. That's crazy. I'm grateful for that. I had to start looking at that. I'm gonna check the measurements out real quick, and then I'm gonna wrap up because I'm already at 16 minutes. But if y'all watch my videos, y'all know I'm long-winded. Let me see here. When I started, when I started my journey, y'all, like my bust. Let me roll this over real quick. My bust was a 49, and right now, let me see, my bust is a 45. My waist was a 48. It's now a 40.5. And my hips was a 60. And now my hips are 57. So, as you can tell, majority of my weight is in the bottom. It's in my hips and my butt and whatnot. So that's probably going to be the last thing to go. I mean, my goal is to be around 170. 160 would be ideal, but I can do 170. But I'll probably, at my smallest or at my goal, probably be still like a 12. You know what I mean? A 14, 12. So, I mean, that's just because I'm hippie. But at the end of the day, my whole point is to say that the inches are coming down. Like my waist, it's like 6 inches or something. I don't know. I clicked off the screen. It's a lot, but I'm just saying all of this to say that, when you are looking to have the surgery, now, granted, you didn't heard me say a lot, but at the end of the day, I will still say that I don't regret having this surgery, regardless of all the emotional crap that I've been through, feeling bad and comparing and all of that crap. I still don't regret it. I do not regret. I believe this is the best decision I could have ever made for myself. With that said, make sure that when you embark on this journey, that you know what you're doing and that you have at least a good enough idea, because you can never know, honestly. You never know until you're in it. Let's just be real. You can never fully know. But educate yourself as much as you can so that you can be prepared for not just the physical changes in your eating and whatnot, but the mental changes. Because if your mind ain't right, you can screw yourself. And I don't mean that to be funny, I'm just being real. I want you guys to be safe, and I want you guys to be educated, and know what you're getting yourself into out there. So God bless you. If you got through this video, thank you so much. I appreciate all of the, my faithful people that come and watch me and support me. God bless you. Thank you. And until next time, which prayerfully will be next Tuesday, y'all, be safe, and I'll see you next time.